Our last and final speaker for this afternoon's event. May I introduce you our Sheikh. He is the president of Al-Khadim organization in Malaysia. He is a Malaysian national and of Chinese descent. Although he was born to a Buddhist family, he embraced Islam at the age of 18 in 1968. He pursued further studies at the Islamic University of Medina, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, majoring in Hadith, where he studied under one of the great scholars of Hadith of his time, none other than Sheikh Muhammad Nasiruddin Al-Albani rahimahullah. After graduating in 1978, he joined the Muslim welfare organization, the PERKIN, in Malaysia, which focuses on the well-being of the new converts to Islam. Later, he seconded as the director of Islamic Center in Hong Kong. With his vast experience in Islamic social welfare and dawah work, he founded Al-Khadim with a group of volunteers in 1984. Today, our Sheikh is a well-known personality in the Islamic world. He gives regular lecture in Asia-Pacific region and conducts a lot of summer camps in the United Kingdom and Europe by the invitation of local and international organizations. He is also one of the lecturers of Peace TV and Huda TV. My beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, may I present to you our beloved Sheikh to deliver to us a lecture entitled Purification of Soul, none other than Shiekh Hussain Yee. Takbir!
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh. A'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. أوصيكم وإياي أولا بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون كما قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم بعد بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون وبعد فإن خير الكلام كلام الله وأحسن هدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أو كما. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. All praise due to Allah Almighty, the one who created all of us in the best creation, with a very noble purpose to know Him, to love Him, to live and die for the sake of Allah Rabbul Alamin. May the blessing of Allah Rabbul Alamin be upon all prophets, from Adam to Noah to Abraham to Moses to Jesus, and the last messenger of Allah to all life and nation, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And may Allah keep on showing His blessing upon the righteous followers of Islam, from the family of the Prophet, the companions, and the tabi'in, and the great scholars of Islam, and all the Muslims wherever they are, who are trying their best to follow the teaching of Islam by following the Quran and the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad. Before I continue, firstly I would like to thank the organizing committee by FMSA, their leader, Brother Najib, and all the volunteers, sisters, the brother, Now, without forgetting all the great speakers that was invited today from the morning or noon, we have so many speakers. Among them are the elders, and you have also the young speaker, the young scholars. This is a good spirit when the young and the old join together to work for the sake of Allah Rabbul Alameen. And again, on behalf of my organization and also the umbrella of Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah for ASEAN under the name of GASMA, they would like to convey their warm salam to all brothers and sisters in the Philippines. This is a very beautiful meeting. We meet for the sake of Allah, and we are going to depart after this also for the sake of Allah. And may Allah make us among the people who will receive His Sheikh in Yawm al-Qiyamah. Because we come here for the sake of Allah, and we have to go home to our family after this for the sake. Brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, I was going through the topics that was discussed earlier before me are all very beautiful, very practical topics. Talking about testimony of faith, the importance of da'wah, talking about the importance of all Muslims to have the right knowledge and understanding so that we can protect our deen the way Allah wants us to protect our deen, so that we will not allow anybody to say that Islam is a religion of violence, terrorism. That Islam is here to promote peace, to unite everyone together, young and old, male and female, rich and poor. We are all like one big family. Kuluk min Adam wa Adam min Turab. All of us are children of Adam. So we are like one big family. Even you are not yet Muslim, you are part of us. And our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was said, "Wama arsalnaka illa rahmatan lil alamin." To bring mercy, love, unity among all of us. I was looking at some of the sisters on the left, behind, in front of the brothers, alhamdulillah, the young and the old brothers. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among the righteous people. Ameen. And we have a panel of our great scholars in front of us who are close to you. We are from outside Philippines. We may come and go, but they will stay here with you. And it's very important for the local Muslims, the young girls and the young boys to know who is their scholar, so that you know who to refer to when you have problem in your life. Islam is here to guide all of us. I was given a task today to talk about purification. That's me. Now, purification cannot come into all of us. Will not happen if we don't follow the tarbiyah of Islam. You must re-educate yourself. We have been a Muslim. Majority of us here. Is there any not yet Muslim in this hall today? And I see the hand. Any not yet Muslim? Yeah, you do have some, alhamdulillah. Now, neither you are a stranger to us, even you are not yet Muslim, because all of us like a big family. Islam is here to present every one of us. Islam is not here to talk about Muslim only, but Islam is here to talk about humanity, about family. And this is the spirit of Islam. The Prophet was sent not only for the Arabs, the Prophet was not sent not only for the Muslim, but as a mercy to the world, to unite every one of us. For people who are not yet Muslim, we will keep on praying for you, inshallah. That Allah will give you guidance. Allah will purify you again. We all believe that everyone who is still living do believe in something. No one can say, I don't believe in anything. Even they do not want to admit and tell the truth. But the truth is, we believe in something. Only we are confused. Even the shaitan who misleads us, the shaitan who have turned us astray, he believed in Allah. The only reason he became the cursed one, because he said to Allah, Ana khayra minhu, I'm better than Adam. When you have this feeling of self-confidence, it's good, but overconfidence destroys. He believed in Allah. He worshipped Allah. He was among the angels of Allah. But when Allah tested him and the angel by creating Adam alayhi salam, his soul was corrupted. He started to feel that, why must I respect Adam? When I was created by Allah earlier than Adam, and I'm better than Adam. And that's why he said, Ana khairu minhu. The minute any one of you feel in your heart, I am better than someone else, then you have that problem. Even you are better, yes, but you don't have to say it. Just keep it to yourself. Allah knows. Of course, among us, we have some who are better than others. But you don't have to say it, so that you are humble. Islam is here to guide us. How do Islam guide us? How do you purify yourself? And that's why the Prophet ﷺ said, when he was calling the people of Makkah, before he said anyone go out, he went out by himself. When he received the first ayah, Iqra, he do not know that he is going to go out and invite other people to come back to God. Then the second wahyu was revealed. Ya ayyuhal muddathir, qum fa'anzir, wa rabbaka fakabbir, wa thiyabaka fatahhir, ila al-akhir. But what the young brother just shared with us, Brother Adnan, I don't understand what he was talking about. But he waked me up. Awakening. He waked me up. I don't understand why. But I know he is expressing his feeling. He was very proud that he joined MSQ. He had migrated himself, from another environment to a better environment. You are a student today, you will be the leader in the future, inshallah. Every one of us is a leader. So when the ayah was revealed, Ya ayyuhal muddathir, qum fa'anzir, wa rabbaka fakabbir, wa thiyabaka fatahhir. It's a time where Allah says, Muhammad, time for you to wake up. No more sleeping. No more resting. Time to work. Do what? Qum fa'anzir. It's time for you to go out and invite the people. Call them. Remind them. It's like what Gautama Buddha gone through. He was looking for God. He had the Buddha, but he was not awakened by God. He was searching day and night. He left the palace as a prince, and then he went into the wilderness, looking for something, looking for guidance. And there he was guided. And that's why he was named Buddha. the awakening, the one who has been enlightened. To us, we call the one who received the Hidayah. And then he started his mission. His mission is Sukha wa Dukkha in his language, the Sanskrit language. In Islamic term, Bashiran wa Nazira. Everyone who Allah appointed, they have a duty. A duty to call their people. The Prophet was sent to his people and to every one of us. Where Moses was sent to the lost sheep of Israel, Bani Israel. وإذ قال موسى لقومه عيسى وإذ قال عيسى ابن مريم يا بني إسرائيل, to the lost sheep of Israel. Not everybody, but Prophet Muhammad linnasi ajma'in, for everyone. And what did the Prophet say? Ayyuhan nas. The Prophet never said Ayyuhal Arab. No. Ayyuhal Indonesian. No. Ayyuhal Malaysian. No. He said Ayyuhan nas, all people. This is the mission of all Muslims. When we talk about Islam, we talk about human beings. We present everyone. We don't only present one race, all the Muslims. Justice is for all or no justice for all. Simple as that. He said, Ayyuhan nas. When the Prophet was giving his khutbah, the last khutbah, a very important khutbah, khutbatul hidayah. He never says, Ayyuhal hujjaj, Ayyuhal mu'minun. He said, Ayyuhan nas, Inna rabbakum wahid. He is calling people back. And that's why in China now, we have more than 100 million of Muslims. Majority of the Muslims in China is known as Hui Jiao de Ren. What is Hui Jiao? Any Chinese here? And yeah, just like a Chinese man, we have some Chinese people here. Our husband, alhamdulillah, I'm also in China. Hui means what? Now anybody who come back to Islam in Philippines, how do you call that? Balik Islam. Balik in Malay also balik. Balik. When the Chinese Muslim known as Hui Jiao, Hui means coming home. Hui Jiao. Returning back. Everyone is returning back to Allah. Meaning, we were all born Muslim. The Prophet says, "Kullu mawlid ulat ala fitra." Everyone born fitra. Fa'abawahu yuhawidanihi aw yunassiranihi aw yubaddiluhu. It is our parents. If they were exposed to other religion, other belief, then they will educate their children according to what they believe. And sometimes they don't believe in anything. So the children get more confused, don't know what to believe. So if they have 4 children, they have 4 religions in one family. Because they are very confused. But as a Muslim, we are not confused because we are guided by Allah. So the Prophet said, Ayyuhan nas, qulu la ilaha illallah. What did this Prophet say? What did this Prophet call them to do? Qulu, follow me, la ilaha illallah. That's what. Call them back. Purify their iman, their belief. They believe in so many things now. Sheikh Wahid just mentioned about horoscope. You believe in this, you believe in that. If you want to believe, what can? You believe this moon, this star, this day, this number. My people believe in number. If there's an accident, they are not looking about who is being hit. They want to look the number of the car. If the car overturned, then the number also they turn. And then they will gamble for them. They will buy the number. For them, number is important. So, why people don't like number what? Chinese don't like number what? Number what? Number 4. They don't like. What is the number they like most? 8. Wow. You also understand that. Even the non-Chinese, they understand now. My people don't like 4. Dangerous. The people in the West, they are so civilized. They went up to the moon, but they don't like number 1. Number 1. Number 13, they don't like. They have 12, 12 plus, 12A, and then 14. Alhamdulillah, we Muslim, every number halal. From 1 to 100, 1,000, all number halal. Don't worry, there's no haram number. There is the beauty of being a Muslim. When you have the right tarbiyah, then you can purify your soul. Now from believing in all other things to believe only in what Allah says. That's all you have to do. That's clear, but to have that, I believe the majority of the people who are here have believed in Allah. Alhamdulillah. But how do you believe in Allah is very important. Everyone believes in Allah. Allah in the Quran honors, because the Quran is a book for everyone, not only for Muslims. Allah says, "Shahr Ramadan alladhi unzila fihi al-Quran huda lin-nas." Not huda lil-Arab, huda lil-Muslim, huda lin-nas. It's a guidance for every one of us. For you, for me, for your friend who are not yet Muslim. Quran is right. But we Muslims fail to have this understanding. We thought the Quran is only for you and for me. I knew because when I was learning about Islam, I want to have a Quran. My friends who are Muslims said, no, you cannot. You cannot touch the Quran because you are not clean. You are a kafir. You are ba'alih bayah. No? You are people of khinzir. What can I do? I don't know what is the Quran. I just want to know what is the Quran. They don't allow me to have a Quran. But Allah give hidayah to whom He wills. Allah yahdi man yasha. As long as any of the brothers who are here have the heart to look for the truth, Allah will guide them, inshallah. Just be open that you are looking for God and the true God, nothing else but the true God. And God don't look like any one of us. He is not Muhammad, He is not Adam, He is not Moses, He is not Jesus, He is not human, He is the Creator. Allah, Rabbul Alamin. Rabbul what? Alamin, not Rabbul Arab. Not Rabbul Maguindanao. No, Rabbul Alamin. He created everyone. Now you must have that kind of understanding. You must always remember everyone who believes in something, only they are confused. They don't have the right understanding. Then the Prophet was sent to call them, Ayyuhanas, Qulu la ilaha illallah. Come back to Allah. And that's why we are here. But to do that, Allah reminds all of us who have been a Muslim. Allah said, وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ. We are not commanded by Allah except to worship Him. And you must be very sincere, mukhlisin. Be very sincere, brother and sister. Without sincerity, there is no purification. Only with sincerity, the purification will come. Tasbiyatun nafs is about purification. It's about ikhlas. Our Prophet ﷺ, the first hadith in Sahih Bukhari from Amirul Mu'minin Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu anhu, he said, Sami'tu Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam yaqul, innamal a'malu binniyat. Every one of us cannot escape from this hadith. Anyone who comes back to Allah, who comes to Islam, remember, your intention must be pure, must be correct, must be right. Then whatever test that Allah is going to put us through, like what Sheikh had mentioned earlier, we are ready for the test. We are ready because we know we will be tested. So what is important? Be sincere. You remember one ayah that we all have memorized? I will recite. For a while, please continue. After I start, you continue. I want every one of us who are here to recite this ayah. It's very important. Normally, when you perform your prayer, you will recite one ayah. There are so many ayah, but this ayah. Qul inna salati wa nusuki. Continue. Allah. That's why I dare invite all of you to recite. Because I believe all of us memorize it. You recite this in the opening of your prayer. Doa kita. Say, all my prayer, all my sacrifices, what I do, and whatever I do in this life, all my living, my working, my talking, my business, my study, whatever I do, and my dying, lillahi rabbil alamin. That's all. We are going to die. Are we going to die? No, or you are not going to die. Even you don't want to die, you have to die. You have no choice. Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. And death have nothing to do with your age. Please remember, I have students who have children, and the children have their children and their grandchildren. We have one grandchildren just fall from a building. 17 years old, wrong. Very healthy, but something happened. Death have nothing to do with your age. When your time comes, you go. And it's a reminder for the rest. One day we all will go. But before you go, you always remember one dua. Allahumma khtim lana bil husnil khatimah. You always pray, oh Allah, if you want to die, prepare us to have a good ending. To have a good ending, brothers and sisters, you must have a good beginning. The student, the organizing committee, we have started a good job from early in the morning or from yesterday to organize things here. We have started very good. But you remember, the ending must be better. We don't want that when you come in, everything is organized. After everything ends, then it is organized also. Must prove to ourselves, when we do something, the beginning is good, the ending is always bad. And please remember, brothers and sisters, Ramadan is just maybe 1 week from now, inshallah. We know when Ramadan comes in, what we must do. And why Allah Rabbul Alameen wants us to fast? To torture you? To make life difficult? No. The purpose that Allah wants you to do something is for your own. Remember, Allah Rabbul Alameen said about Ramadan, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu kutiba alaikumus siyam kama kutiba alal ladzina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Allah. The reason Allah wants us to fast, because Allah wants us to protect ourselves, to attain taqwa. Taqwa came from the root word of wakaya, meaning something to protect. Do we need protection, brother and sister? Do you need protection? Yes. Wherever you go, you need some kind of security. It's very important. And Allah Rabbul Alameen said to us, by doing what He wants you to do, you are protecting yourself. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Like what Allah said, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابِ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. How to protect your iman? You must believe in the book of Allah. In the Quran, every ayah, there is no doubt, talk about the past, and the past is true. It's not our story, it's His story. Jesus, Allah's story. And what Allah is talking about the present is happening now, every day. And what Allah is talking about the future is going to happen. And there is what Quran. The truth, nothing but the truth, is a huda wa bayinatin wal furqan. Quran is here to guide us so that we cannot get confused. Or the Muslim who believe in the book of Allah and the saying of the Prophet ﷺ, we have no more confusion because everything is being clarified. Bayinat, do and don't, good and bad, halal, haram, haq, batil. Everything is been explained. You cannot get confused. Can you get confused to respect your parents? Even you are Muslim, your parents are not yet Muslim, you must respect them. Can you get confused? Can you say to your parents, sisters, can you say to your parents, we have hurt you so much that you are no more my mommy. I don't acknowledge you as my mother. If I bring food back home, remember, this is halal for you, my mother. More than that, haram. Can you say haram to your mother? You can't. Are you confused? You cannot be confused. Because Quran is here to guide you. Quran will not allow you to show disrespect to your parents. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. You cannot even say, "Uff!" وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا وَقُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. You have no right to raise up your voice in front of your parents. Can you get confused? You can't. If you follow the Quran, there's no confusion. But if you refuse to follow the book of Allah, and that's why Ramadan, Allah trained us to have self-control. And that's why the Prophet said in the Hadith Qudsi, As-sawm jun. Allah said, fasting is a shield to protect you again, to make you better. Before you are rude to your parents, after this you cannot be rude anymore. Before you are selfish, when Ramadan come in, you must ready to make changes. Then Ramadan will benefit you and benefit. If not, then the Prophet did say, "Kam min sa'im, laysa lahu min sawmihi illa al-ju' wal 'atas." How many people fast? Every year we fast in the month of Ramadan. But what do you gain from fasting? Nothing. No changes. You are still hot-tempered. You are still rude. You are still lying. You are still cheating in doing business. You show no respect to the elders, and the elders don't love the young one. There's no changes in you. Meaning you have failed in Ramadan. Ramadan is here to make changes, to make us stronger, so that we can control our desire better. We can be more disciplined. You can purify your soul, and you can wake up, because we are Muslims. All Muslims believe in the book. Not only Quran, even in Torah, even in Injil, in Zabur, Suhuf Ibrahim, you all believe in them. And that's why there is a saying, there are 4 types of people in this world. Rajulun ya'lam, wa ya'lam annahu ya'lam, wa huwa alim, wa ta'allama min. You have one group of people who have knowledge, and they know they have knowledge. Who are the people who have knowledge, brothers and sisters? Remember, when we talk about knowledge, is pure knowledge. We are here to talk about purification. When we talk about pure knowledge, is ma qala Allah wa ma qala Rasulullah sallallahu. That is pure. What I say is corrupted. I can be right, I can be wrong. But Allah's word cannot go. Allah's word cannot have any mistake. And the saying of the Prophet that is authentic cannot go wrong. It's hot. So, remember, the first group people have knowledge. And they know they have knowledge because they act upon their knowledge. These are scholars, you can learn from them. You can benefit from them. The second group, Rajul ya'lam wa la ya'lam annahu ya'lam fa huwa na'im fa'ayqizu, awakening. A lot of Muslims, they know they are Muslim. They claim to be Muslim. Their name is Aisha, Khadija, Fatima, beautiful name. Omar, Ali, Osman, MashaAllah. Sahaba, the name of the Sahaba. Beautiful name. They know what is Islam, they know what is the Arkan Iman, but when they don't practice their deen, just by name, like what you say, talking Muslim everywhere, practicing Muslim very rare. Everywhere you see Muslim at the top. And come to action, they're gone. They disappear like angel. Come and go, finish. Now, we all know what is right and what is wrong, but we have not been practicing our religion. So it's time for you to wake up. Ramadan is very close. I have the intention, I want to change. Are we ready to change, brothers and sisters? Do you want to change? Yes. Sisters say yes. Brother, some. Only some brother, the rest I don't know. Are we ready to change? Yes. Yes, that's how you respond. Are we ready to change, sister? Yes. You must be confident. Yes, express it. That means you have no intention to change. See our young brother who express himself that he, no, you have to drink some water. That is good. You must learn how to express yourself. When you go home next Ramadan come in, I want to show you sisters and the brother, the young man When you go home, Ramadan, you meet your mother first. Do you hug your mother? Do you say, Mommy, I love you? Do you say that? Do you do that, sister? Do that. I'm going to ask your parents next time to see whether you change or not. Because I've seen a lot of young people today, it's okay. The young people today, the mother opened her arm. She want to hug the son. The son are shy to be hugged by the mother. How can you be shy? This is your mother. You should have come home and said, Mommy, I love you. Mom, thanks for guiding me, teaching. Say it to them. You know why? Because Allah is very pleased with you when your parent is pleased with you. The redha of Allah will come to you very easily when your parent is very pleased. And those who have parents, please, before it's too late. There's no point for you to go and cry after they die. Now, go home. If your mom is here, tonight you go home. Mommy, give me a hug. Daddy, can you hug your daddy, boys? No. And how can I hug now? Who is better for you to show respect and love than your parents? Birrul walidain. It's time for you to do. Alhamdulillah, my children until wherever they see me, they'll come and hug. And they'll come and give me a kiss. And I'm not shy. My son, I'm very proud. And my grandson, they don't come and hug, they come and jump on me like Spider-Man. I say, Alhamdulillah, I'm still healthy, I can carry that. You will come and then you will jump and 2 legs and 2 hands. Lock me. So you must, mashallah, you feel so nice to see them come and hug. So please, take care. Remember Ramadan is coming. I share with you a bit about Ramadan because all of us have been fasting. Hadith from Bukhari, from Abu Hurairah. Very important hadith and very simple. The hadith says, Man sama Ramadana imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbihi. Whoever fasts this coming month, the intention must be very clear with the right iman. Not for the sake, what can I do? At home, my mother is not cooking. And go out, I'm shy to eat in front of the public. People will talk about me. So I'm fasting not because I want to fast, because the environment forced me to fast. I have a lot of my friends, Chinese Muslim. Ramadan, they are Chinese, so they'll go to the Chinese coffee shop. Because the Chinese don't know that they are Muslim. And then they'll come out, they will smoke. They are smokers. Suddenly I saw them from a distance, I hide. I want to confirm that this is the brother that I knew him. Then after some time I will come and see him from another direction. I will give salam. Assalamu alaikum. He also got shocked. Alaikum salam. Alhamdulillah, how are you? Fasting today? Fasting. That's why I said, when do you start to fast? From the morning. From sahur. You see what happened to him? Because he's not sincere without iman. When you have no iman, in front of you, he do say something. Behind you, he is another person. Without it, there is no commitment. So I say, I just saw you smoking. Oh, just smoking, not eating, not drinking. Smoking and blow out, khalas. Oh, very smart. He said, I don't eat, I don't drink. I don't know, but I only saw smoke. He said, smoking okay. He got a new hadith. Yeah. Start over. Just an example. But I said, the Prophet said what? Ittaqillah haythuma kunta. You must have taqwa. Be obedient to Allah wherever you are. Not only when you're in front of Muslim, not only when you're in the masjid, not only in Makkah and Medina, you make salah, you pray, and then after that, halas. I have collected so much reward. Each time I pray in Haram, 100,000 reward. So, 100,000. Oh. When I was the director in Hong Kong, I don't think I shared with you before. I would like to share it again. I saw Laylatul Qadr. The Prophet said, Man qama Laylatul Qadr imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. Whoever get into Laylatul Qadr, meet up with Laylatul Qadr with the right iman and the right intention, wa ihtisaban, and with the right hope, all the past sin forgiven. So, in one of the masjid, 7-story, Ramadan, 27 Ramadan, packed full house. The whole night, nobody sleep. 7 o'clock, bomb, full house. They start to pray Isha until Fajr. How many rakaat? Their qiyam 100 rakaat. Wow. They said, no more sleeping this 27 Laylatul Qadr. After that, you don't see them, most of them, they are no more. Another Laylatul Qadr, Ramadan. They say, khalas, because khairun min alfi shahr. Because one night of prayer is better than, how many? Better than 1,000. 1,000 what? How many years? 18,000. They said we have advanced deed. No, we have more deed. Every year we come Laylatul Qadr. This is the Muslim of Laylatul Qadr. Laylatul Qadr, full house. They don't sleep. Oh, this is Laylatul. But look at what Aisha asked the Prophet about Laylatul Qadr. Aisha asked our Prophet, the wife of the Prophet, if I come across Laylatul Qadr, if I meet up with Laylatul Qadr, what should I say? What did the Prophet say to her? Say what? Allahumma innaka afu tuhibbul afu. Keep on asking Allah for forgiveness. So what you learn, brothers and sisters, Ramadan come in, we all as a Muslim must learn how to forgive. Learn how to forgive everything. Don't hold on. Don't of us, I don't like it. Alas, the past is the past. No more having any kind of anger. Don't let the anger control. Time for you to believe. If Allah is so forgiving, how can we become so mean? Can we forgive our brother? Can we forgive the sister? After this, please, if you know each other, say forgive. Go to your left, say forgive me, brother. Go to your right, say forgive me. Say that. Pray that. Pray that. Don't be shy. Yeah. Sometimes I know if I have no sin with him, why must I ask him for forgiveness? You don't know what kind of sin you have committed. We are all sinners. May Allah bless all of you, mashallah. You're doing that for the sake of Allah. You know, when you do that, brother and sister, you will leave this hall without sin, inshallah. Because you do for the sake of Allah. The Prophet did say, whoever loves to forgive, whoever loves to forgive, Allah Akbar, nothing more than Allah's glory will be added upon them. Allah's love will increase in just love how Man qama Ramadan, just now I said Sama Ramadan, and then qama Laylatul Qadr, then man qama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. Whoever stay at night stay awake, Qiyam Ramadan. How many rakaat you pray Qiyam here in Philippines? How many rakaat? 11. Alhamdulillah, that is the best. Focus on the quality, not the quantity. Why you choose 11? Brother, why do you choose 11? You are lazy? You are busy? You are tired? Why you choose 11? Why do you choose 11, sister? Huh? Wow. Very beautiful answer. We choose 11 because the Prophet chose 11. Aisha radiallahu anha was asked, how did the Prophet perform Qiyam Ramadan? What did she say? Did she say, Ma kana Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam yazid fi Ramadan wala fi ghairihi ala 11 rakaat. Prophet never ate, whether in the month of Ramadan or outside Ramadan at night, more than 11. Who knows better the manners, the rakat of Prophet Muhammad than Aisha? Because the Prophet loved to perform Qiyamul Layl, Sunnah at home, not in the masjid. The Prophet says, Afdal salat fil baytihi illa maktuba. The best prayer is at home except maktuba. Aisha says 11. And they asked, how do the Prophet perform 11? There's a general hadith says, Salatul layli masna masna, night prayer 2 rakat. But this special hadith, Aisha says, Yusalli arba'a. فلا تسأل عن حسن حين وطول حين ثم يصلي أربعة فلا تسأل عن حسن حين وطول حين ثم يصلي ثلاثة. 4, 3. No, I just shared with you. 2, 1. Mashi, alhamdulillah. 4, 3 is also a sunnah where a lot of people are not exposed. This is from Bukhari and Muslim. I just started. I just want all the good brothers and sisters, if you come across people who do that, don't condemn or pass judgment on them. Oh, this is another group. They are following the Sunnah. Have the right knowledge. Don't be judgmental. Whatever you know, alhamdulillah. When you see something new, before you make any conclusion or make any comment, ask. Inshallah, you will get more knowledge. First time, I forgot the time. 10 more minutes. You know, when we start to speak, very hard to stop. But why? Because we love all the brothers and sisters. Whatever knowledge Allah gives us, we have to share. Now, I show you another example. Beautiful teaching of Islam, where a lot of us are not exposed. I give you one example. If you have family who are not yet Muslim, when they die, what can you do, brother? What can you do? When your family who are not yet Muslim ask you, what can you do? You stay away. Look at what happened to Ali. Ali, father is who? Who is Ali's father? Abu Talib. Who is Abu Talib? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Uncle. The best uncle. The uncle who loved him, who protect him, take care of him. And he called his uncle Ali Islam. The uncle decided, no. La ikra fi din, no compulsion. No compulsion. You cannot fall. Islam is a very beautiful. If you choose to be a not yet Muslim and to die as a disbeliever, lakum dinukum waliya din. That is your right. But what did Prophet say to Ali? When Ali came to him and said, Ya Rasulullah, my father passed away. The Prophet said to Ali, go home and bury him. Prophet Muhammad said to Ali, you have a duty to your father. Even he chose to die as a man, because there is his right. Ali was commanded by the Prophet, go and bury your father, and after finish burying, come back. I will tell you what to do. And Ali came back after the burial. The Prophet says, go and take a bath, ghusl. Go and take a bath. And now I will pray for you, not for the father. Because we cannot force something on him he don't believe. Whenever he want to believe, you leave it to Allah. See what the Prophet had taught. The Prophet visited the graveyard of his family. And the companions also go and visit the graveyard of their parents who are not yet dead. They die as a disbeliever. And the Prophet said, Allah allowed me to visit the grave of the non-believer, but He did not allow me to do any prayer. You must know what you are allowed to do. Islam here is to guide you, to have you the right understanding. Islam is about mercy, about love, about care. Show good example to those who are still alive. What you can help, to help. What you can't, you just stay away. Beautiful teaching. Beautiful. May Allah guide all of us, inshallah. Give us the right understanding. Now, Ramadan will come and go. Please remember, brothers and sisters, the scholar can just remind you. Or your parents remind you after that is up. But we will keep on praying, because the world today is being tested by Allah. There is a lot of unrest everywhere you go. And when there's any problem, any disturbance, any violence, the first group of people, they attack Muslim. Do you know why? Do you know why, brother and sister? It's because we fail to portray the beauty of Islam. We never engage ourselves. We just keep ourselves away from them. Stand to get closer. Show them Islam is about healing. Islam is beautiful. Islam is a loving, caring, sharing religion. Can we do that? Ramadan, if you have anything extra, share it with your neighbor who are not yet Muslim. But you want to break fast, invite a friend who are not yet Muslim, come and break fast. Of course, they don't break fast because they don't fast. But come and join you for your iftar, no problem. May Allah open their heart and may Allah give them guidance. Our duty is to show good character. Our duty is show them Islam is for them, not only for me. And that's why I said ISLAM, Islam. I as is shall, all I shall love. Islam, I shall love all mankind. That is Islam. I shall love all mankind. If you don't love them, you cannot get close to them. You cannot invite them to Islam. You just have to love them first. Care for them. At the end of the day, brothers and sisters, before I step down, there will be a forum later on. Please remember, any one of us here who drink, please don't forget to drink with your right hand. Don't take this thing lightly. We are the khairu ummah, the best ummah. Ummah wasatiyah. And then this ummah is so special because they follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Try your best to follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And may Allah guide us, may Allah forgive us, may Allah give hidayah to our family, our friends who are not yet Muslim, and may Allah save us, save our family from this punishment. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Wa billahi taufiq wa akhir da'wana إن الحكم إلا لله عليه توكلت فعليه يتوكل المتوكلون سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. شيخ حسين.